Hi, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on Canime TV, where I share my thoughts and opinions on all things anime and manga. In this video, I'll be giving you guys my opinions on 5 anime for the summer season that are truly worth watching till the end. Now, I get that the 2021 summer season anime are all coming to an end, but this is precisely why I wanted to make this video. This gives you guys the opportunity to binge watch all of this anime without having to wait for its weekly release or have to endure its 1 week waiting time. You won't get the feeling that you're wasting your time or get the feeling that it's a drag to finish the anime, or just have the question of why am I even watching this anime. Plus, you guys don't have to spend your time on watching something that might have been interesting, but turned out otherwise. Of course, that is not to say that all the anime that I'm going to be suggesting would be to your liking, but I'm pretty sure that at least one of them will be. So anyway, let's jump into number 5. At number 5, we have Date 5 Bio Di Battle. I think it translates to better game in 5 seconds, but leave in the comment section down below if I translated that wrongly. But basically, this anime talks about a high schooler called Akira Shiroyanagi, who was a prodigy at gaming, especially strategy game. But I guess there weren't any e-gaming competition in this world. So guess what? That's right, he was transported into a world where all those who were transported had to compete in a game similar to a battle royale, or what seems to be a battle royale at first. Now, some of you must be thinking, oh, this is your typical Isekai MC, where the MC starts off at a low level and slowly work his or her way up to becoming an overpowered character, you know, your typical SAO stuff. However, the main character in this anime possesses an interesting skill, and the skill requires him to formulate different plans and strategy for him to utilize this skill properly. This induces a somewhat different outlook on the usual Isekai battle royale genre. Some of you might be thinking, oh, this reminds me of Log Horizon, but I assure you, that the main character in this anime is a lot more craftier than Shiro. Furthermore, the side characters in this anime have certain characteristics that complements the main character well, but not to the point where it is annoying, at least for the most part. The fight animation for this anime utilizes 3D animation. I myself am not a big fan of 3D animation fight sequences, and I know some of you probably hate it as well, but I honestly feel that this is one of the few animes which manage to incorporate 3D animation for their fight scene. It just needs some getting used to. If any of you guys are looking to kill some time while waiting for your weekly manga or weekly anime to drop, I would suggest you give this anime a try. Honestly, unless you guys hate 3D animation fights to the point that you forgo a good plot, this is one of the better animes this season. At number 4, we have Tsukiga Michibiku Isekai Dochu. It's one heck of a mouthful to pronounce. The plot is similar to your typical overpowered main character stuff, but the premise is closer to the slime anime with a lot more humor in it in my opinion. So for those of you guys who love the slime anime, this anime would definitely be up your alley. The main character for this anime, Makoto Mitsumi, was transported into another world because apparently his parents made a deal with the Japanese god stating that in the future the god can take away a thing that they hold dearest to them, and turns out it's one of their children, which in this case is the main character. However, the goddess of the new world did not fancy him as a human as he was too ugly. So the goddess kind of only gave him the ability to talk to lesser beings like demons, orcs or lizardmen. But he somehow manages to get by one way or another. And yes, if even one of the highest being finds you ugly, you're basically, kinda doomed. But after traveling for a while, Makoto found out that he has a high aptitude for magic and physical abilities. And now he's on a journey to live a normal life in his new world and not stand out to catch the eyes of the goddess. However, as the norm of isekai genre, Makoto just can't seem to get out of trouble. And what isekai anime is completed without the main character having his own harem? So yes, of course Makoto has his own harem, plus the supporting characters who are part of his harem are extremely overpowered, and similarly complemented the main character very well. Overall, this anime has pretty good animations, certain character development that you might not be expecting, and it's a great anime for you guys to just kick back, relax and watch some isekai goodness. Next up at number 3, we have the anime Heion Seidai no Ideten Tachi. You guys have probably watched an anime on gods and demons before. This anime however puts an unusual spin on this genre. The gods here are known as Ideten. The current generation of Ideten are known as the peaceful generation gods, because all of the demons had already been sealed away by past Ideten with their lives 800 years ago. As the current Ideten live in a generation without demons, they did not have to train to get stronger. However, a demon was resurrected by the tyrannical empire known as the Zobo Empire, and now the peaceful generation Ideten are called forth to fight against the demons. This anime plays around with various explicit content that is subtly implied, some not so subtle, So for those of you who are into that kind of thing, this anime might be right up your alley. Regarding animation, I mean it's animated by MAPPA, so obviously it has certain standards, but this time they used a very color saturated style of animation that might not be pleasing to others but might stay with some of you. Now this anime might make you question some stuff about morality, but at the same time it allows you to accept it from certain angles that is explained by different characters in the anime. This anime is definitely not for everyone. If you're not the type to endure explicit content being constantly brought up, I would highly suggest you not pick up this anime. I mean, there are others on the list. Otherwise, it's definitely something new that you might want to pick up and dive your hands into. At number 2, we have Bokutachi no Remake, a time-traveling anime which introduced a creative spin to it. It isn't like Tokyo Revengers, Erase or ReZero, nothing tragic like that. Basically, it's about a guy named Kyoya Hashiba who pursued an internship at a video gaming company without actually having been to a design school. However, the company closed down due to budget reasons and now he's broke and was forced to move back with his parents. Now dejected and is left with nothing to look forward to in his life, he reflected on his envy towards the people who are currently driving the art industry, who were known as the Platinum Generation and were all similar to his age. He wished that he had gone to an art school after applying for it, instead of going with the safer choice of a normal degree. He wished for a second chance in life to pursue what he initially wanted to. And what do you know? He was transported back 10 years to the day that he had to make the decision between attending an art school or just pursuing a normal degree. Now he's on a journey to learn as much as he can in his new school while striving to make something of himself in the art industry and maybe have a chance to work with the Platinum Generation. This anime provided a fresh premise on the time-traveling genre, and as the anime progresses, you tend to find yourself be put into the protagonist's shoe and feeling the feelings that he felt. It induces a sense of subtle self-reflection, but at the same time, giving you an enjoyable time relaxing and appreciating as the plot unfolds. At number 1, we have Vanitas Nocturne. I don't know if many of you will agree to this, but I truly feel that this is one of the best anime this season. First of all, it had both a great ending and opening song. The animation for this anime is just on another level for this season. I mean, of course, the studio that animated this series was Studio Bones, which is also the studio that animated some of the best anime of all times, like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Boku no Hero Academia, Soul Eater or Bungo Stray Dogs. This is a clear sign of a good anime, plus there's a shit ton of fan service, be it for guys or girls. The story basically revolves around two characters, Vanitas and Noe. Noe, a traveler who was on a journey to find the lost book of Vanitas. While traveling, he met a self-proclaimed vampire who was actually a human going by the name of Vanitas, who declared that he was on a journey to heal all vampires who had returned to their origin of thirsting for blood. Now there are several things where I can't really mention as it might be spoilers for those of you who are interested in watching this anime, but all in all, this anime has a very interesting premise with several plot twists. And come on, it's a vampire anime. Who can say no to a vampire anime? Just look at them. This anime is in my opinion at rank number 1 this season because it balances action, humor and overall pacing very well. I mean, despite the anime coming to an end, I haven't found a character whom I have yet to dislike in this anime. Each of them have their own characteristics that makes them appealing. All I can say without spoiling much about the plot is that the more you watch this anime, the more you feel like each character is intriguing on its own. No matter what genre of anime you like, as long as you're interested in anime, I'm pretty sure that you enjoy this show. Unless you're not into a vampire anime as a whole, then maybe you might want to skip this one. And once again, these are just my opinions on the current anime this season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on my opinions on 5 animes that are worth watching this season. Do let me know in the comments down below if you guys agree or disagree, or if you think there are better animes this season. If you guys enjoyed this video, do leave a like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next one.